Hello everyone, it's Lel, and in this video we're going to check out the episode titles for November for Hirogaru Sky PreCure, and I am pissed. If you agree with me, please leave a comment in this video with the hashtag Justice for Kabaton. Anyways, let's check out the episode titles. We're going to have a break this weekend, so we're not going to have a new episode, so we're only going to have 3 episodes in November. The first one is episode 40, that is called Good Friends, El-chan's Wedding. After that, we're going to have episode 41, which is called The Autumn Tale of Mashiro and Monda, and then episode 42, which is called Overcoming Doubts, The Inexperienced Hero. So we're only going to have 3 episodes. Let's talk a little bit about them. First, episode 40, we've already seen the preview for this episode. It's basically Elle watching a TV show with a marriage on it, so she will want to play as if she were getting married. So she will get married with Tsubasa, and that's basically it. Since we are on a roll with character-driven episodes in the last few episodes, it's just fitting that Elle gets an episode of her own, and since she is a baby, I feel like fun episodes like this work very well because she seems to have like this important story behind her, and they don't want to touch on that right now. So I think it's just gonna be like a fun, lighthearted episode in which we're gonna see like some funny jokes and Tsubasa getting all flustered. Look at Tsubasa wearing a bow. Oh my god, this is gonna be like super, super funny. And then we have episode 41. Episode 41, The Autumn Tale of Mashiro and Monda. So I was wondering, we had character-driven episodes, and now we're on to the last few episodes from Hirogaru Sky. That will end with 48 episodes. So if we're going to have character-driven episodes to close the character arcs, they have to be now. And I was wondering if the last few episodes that we saw were already the last ones. It doesn't seem like, I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem to be, because episode 41 seems to be a Mashiro episode. And this episode will also give us Bata Monda again. It will give us most specifically Monda, who is the student that he was pretending to be in episode 34. And in this episode, Mashiro ended up helping him, and he received an act of kindness. But there is one thing. Mashiro does not know, until now, she doesn't know that Monda is actually Bata Monda, the villain that they fought so hard against and did horrible things to the Cures of this season. So she doesn't know that Monda is Bata Monda. Maybe it's going to be now that she will discover. And what makes me a little angry about this is that I get it. Hirogaru Sky basically never really focuses on secondary characters, and I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine because I love the main characters from Hirogaru Sky. So they've already touched on Bata Monda twice now. We've had this, which was episode 34, and then in episode 39, he came back again as Cure Pumpkin, who was amazing, by the way. I loved this episode, and I loved Cure Pumpkin. But why not touch a little bit on Kabaton? Why not give us a little bit Kabaton? I mean, we saw him very fast on episode 34, I remember. But, I wanted more of him. He deserves better. Hashtag Justice for Kabaton. Please, we really, really need it right now. Where is my baby? What is he doing? How is he doing in life? Please give him something to do. Please, just a little bit. Because Bata Monda will now receive his 3rd episode. And now, I wonder about another thing. If this is actually part of the last character episodes, Mashiro will have another episode that she will divide the attention with Bata Monda. In episode 34, I really feel like Monda was really the star. And Mashiro kind of felt like an extra. And if we're dealing with Mashiro as the last Mashiro episode, she really needs to shine. She really needs a lot of focus. I really hope that they manage to do that because, in the last few character episodes, Mashiro basically had 2, 34, and then she had 37 as well, which was a lovely episode. And it worked on Mashiro's and Ageha's friendship. And I think it focused a lot on both, but most specifically on Mashiro, and it really showed her growth as a character, so it felt really cool. So she basically had like 2 episodes for her, but if this is the last Mashiro episode, she really needs to shine. She really deserves to shine very brightly. And will they be able to manage that with a character that has this big personality like Monda does? I am a little scared for Mashiro, but let's see how it goes. I feel like when it comes to character-driven episodes, this season is being one of the best PreCure seasons. And then, again, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Mashiro's last episode. I'm thinking it is Mashiro's last episode, judging by the title. But I might be wrong. It might be focused more on Batamonda or Monda and not really a big focus on Mashiro. And then the episodes we've already had were the last character episodes. We don't know. And then we have episode 42, which is called Overcoming Doubts, the Inexperienced Hero. I feel like this is me saying, I feel like this is probably going to be a Sora episode in which she will help someone else. She already did it in episode 35. Why not do it again? I mean, in a different way, because in episode 35, she was helping a girl that was feeling alone, that was feeling left out, and now she might help someone who is trying to be a hero. Sora tried to be a hero since the first episode of the show. Since before the show started, she was already fighting hard to become a hero, and now she is a full-fledged hero for sure. So maybe it is time for Sora to show someone else the ropes, to show someone else how to do it. So maybe this episode is for her. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a random episode for a random character. But judging by the title, I feel like the inexperienced hero might be helped by Sora. This episode title has some sort of doubts when it comes to the translation of the word. Inexperienced can be something kind of like ingenuous, someone who doesn't know much about, what it really is. And the hero there can also be plural. We don't know. Probably hero because, that's a word that Hirogaru Sky uses a lot. So I feel like it's something that will be focused on someone who is trying to be a hero but doesn't know how to be a hero very well. That's what I believe. Obviously, not something that we're sure of. We're gonna learn more when we have the summaries for the month of November, which is something that hasn't happened yet. Anyways, this is it. Those are the 3 episodes for November. I am not gonna lie. I like the idea of having one more character-driven episode. I hope this is the case. I hope 41 is for Mashiro, 42 is for Sora, and then we have one for Ageha and one for Tsubasa to finish off the story, because probably the last arc will focus a lot on L and maybe even on Sora and Mashiro too, since they're like the main duo, especially Sora, who is like the leader. So I'm really happy if this is the case, but I'm definitely not happy because of 2 things. I am not happy because I really wanted Kabaton, #justice for Kabaton. I really wanted Kabaton to shine a little more. And the other thing is, I feel like it's finally time for them to touch on the story behind Underg Empire. I mean, they still can in those episodes. We don't know how this will go, but I'm afraid they will leave it all to like the Christmas episode and the last month of Hirogaru. I really don't want them to do that. I really don't want them to rush the story of Kaiserin Underg, Empress Underg. I really want to see her, and I hope we see her before the final fight. I hope we see more of her. I hope we see her shining and being cruel and being mean. I don't know. And I hope that they touch on the story soon. It doesn't seem to be in November, but we're going to have to wait a little more. Oh my God. And so those 2 things are leaving me a little sad, but at the same time, I'm excited to see Monda again. As I say, I want Kabaton, justice for Kabaton, but Every time Monde appears, he shines. He shines and he is slaying every time. So I can't complain for one side, but for another, I have to give it to him. He's good at what he does. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinema channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.